Hello guys, you're like a vlog, back with another video. Today I'm going to be going over the Marvel Legends series, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and the Avengers Endgame Captain America 2-pack. And then on the side, you can see we have a nice image of the Steve Rogers Captain America. And then on the other side, we have a Sam Wilson one. And then on the back, we have a read-up of the Sam Wilson Captain America here. So if you want to go read it, you can pause it and read it right now. Then the other one on Steve Rogers, if you want to read it, you can pause the video and read that now. And then on the top over here, we have a spot varnished logo for the shield of Captain America over here. Nothing at the bottom, a little Disney Plus logo in the corner, and that should be it with the packaging. So let's get these figures open. Alright, so taking a look at the accessories first, these two figures come with here. I'm going to look at Sam Wilson's first, and then take a look at Steve Rogers. So first I want to start off with the shield, and of course this is the updated version, so you have a little bit more detail than the other one, which of course is right here side by side. A little bit of some different reds I'm noticing here, so that's pretty cool. This is more like a candy, kind of dark red, which is nice. And then over here we have the nice blue with the actual like lines inside the star instead of just outlining it over there, which looks really good. And then we have the lines around the silver part of the shield. So basically just a little bit more lines of detail added. On the back, everything's pretty much the same, I believe. Or maybe this is a little bit of a lighter brown strap. So that's pretty interesting. And also this is significantly smaller than this one. It's just a little bit smaller, which is easily noticed when you put these two side by side over there. And I do like the fact that this is a little bit bigger because, trust me, I will get into it later, this is way too difficult to actually slide through and out of his hand when trying to attach the shield and stuff like that. First, we have the fisted hands, which are fingerless, or well, they're not fingerless, but the kind of glove part is fingerless here, and we have the actual exposed fingers. That just completely went out of my hand, so we're just going to take a look at the other one over here. Pretty good. You can see the fingernail sculpted there and stuff like that, which there's nothing too crazy, just the lines, the paint apps are pretty good and stuff. Okay, so the way I want to look at these figures are as if I haven't, or as if they haven't came out before, and because I haven't reviewed them before on my channel. These are both new figures to me and my collection and onto this channel, so I'm going to be reviewing them pretty much separately. So taking a look here, I'm going to start off with the head sculpt. It's not bad. I mean, it has pretty much the whole thing masked over the actual head, so there's no likeness to be compared to or whatever like that. You can see the eyes through there, which look fine. Nothing bad here. I think it's fine. I like all the details and stuff like that, and the hair is fine. Everything like that is good. And then, oh, I don't have that thing on the back there, which I should probably just pour it in like that. There you go. That's what it looks like. That's fine. So you can see some good paint apps here, just some stuff that is adjusted here, and things that are just better painted. And like these, I don't believe were painted. These gray lines here on the actual pants here, and then down here on the knees, these gray things weren't painted either. So I like that they did that, and it just makes the figure look better when, you know, looking at it overall. It's the little small details that they really covered up, and I don't really know any other ones. I mean, this is pretty much the exact other figure, but again, I haven't reviewed it before. So we have some nice silver paint apps over here, some pretty good paint right here on the silver star and stuff like that. It looks pretty good, and nothing really bad to say about this. And these pants, I do like the texturing that they have here a little bit. This does look very nice and stuff like that. It is pretty good. And then over here onto the knees, again, like I said, new painted stuff over there. And then the feet and the actual bottom part of the leg, I don't know if anything's like painted new, and there's not really much to say about this figure for me. It just genuinely looks good, and I like this figure a lot. So let's get into the articulation. Before I do that, I did just want to show you he does have the dumbbell joint, which does look pretty strong, and putting the Anthony Mackie head on here, this is what this looks like. And is it 100% accurate? No. It doesn't look that good, but it's not horrible. It definitely passes for me, and I'm completely fine with it. Have no idea if you can put it on other figures, so I don't really know about that. But it's not bad. It's not amazing. There's not much to be said about it. I'm just glad we have it, and it's not bad. With the articulation, you can move the arm all the way around. He does have double jointed elbows, which are, you know, a little bit hindered by this giant part of the bottom arm there. Upper bicep swivel. Arms do move out this far because these like lines and stuff like that of the way the shoulder is sculpted there. And then he does have, of course, the hand movements with the hinge up and down. So that is nice. And then the head, he can tilt it a little bit. It's all right. And then looks up, not that far, but this does help, of course. And then looks down decently enough. That's fine. And then over here, the ab crunch forward is pretty nice. Ab crunch back is fairly decent. And then taking this off, you do have a lot more range, but this doesn't really look that good to me there. So just plopping this back on to the back, you can see with the waist swivel here, the belt is more up, for mine at least, so it doesn't, affect anything like that. And then over here at the legs, does kick up this high, and then for the back, it doesn't really do anything that much. And then how far wide do the hips go? That far, it's pretty good. Upper thigh cut there, double jointed knees, which don't, they're not that good, again, because of the back of the leg there. And then ankle moves this far down, and then moves this far up, which is pretty nice. Then you also do have ankle pivot. Now to put the shield on, you want to take off the hand there, and then you're gonna put it from the big side first, and then the small side will cuff, or the small part will cuff around the actual arm there. You want to get the hand, and you're gonna just plug in the hand. It's gonna be fairly difficult. You're just gonna want to push that in, and it should work. Almost there. Oh my god, it hurts. And there we go, he has it on. Do not worry about this falling out, because what I don't like is that how small this shield is, because when pulling this off, I don't want to pull off the lower armor. I feel like it's just gonna like snap here with this one, because of how much I'm tugging and pulling and trying to take off the hand with the shield on is such a hassle, and it is very, very annoying. So that is a pretty big gripe about how the shield is. I don't know why it's like this, just push it back like that, how the shield is. But other than that, it doesn't look bad, and this is him holding it, and it's pretty cool. For some size comparisons, you can see here he is next to the Marvel Legends Black Panther over there, and then the zombie Captain America, which I actually think fight off between these two would be pretty cool. This is pretty cool just to see side by side. And one more cool size comparison, here he is next to Captain Carter. Alright, so taking a look at the head here of the Steve Rogers Captain America, it's not bad at all. I do like the detail, and I think it is pretty good. Of course, this is a re-release, but I'm just going over this figure in general as of right now. Nothing's bad. I do like how it is a brighter blue in terms of this being the upgraded version from the other ones of the Endgame suits. So this is a kind of a little bit of a brighter blue, which I do like. And I think it is a little bit more accurate, I think. It just looks nicer in general, in my opinion. And then over here, just worth noting, we do have these ugly biceps here, because it is not shaped to actually have a, that nice, kind of look to it. It does have this like blocky, weird look. And then over here, if these pads over here, these shoulder pads, you are going to have to like do that a little bit to keep them up if you actually want to put the arm out without damaging this. And you just kind of push these back down, and they'll be completely fine. I did this many, many, many times, and they are fine, and they're not going to really do anything. I think they will go through more damage if you try and scrunch it up like that. And when it's new, it might take a little bit, so you're just, again, going to want to like do this up to the front, and then eventually that will pop out too. And then there you go. It might be a little bit annoying for like play and stuff like that, but for display, you won't have to do it that much. And again, you can always just kind of put it back down, or just like heat it up if it's really not working that much. But yeah, so everything over here is fine. Nothing really bad to complain about. So switching out the head before I get on to the rest of the detail of the figure. The Steve Rogers head, pretty nice. And I did go over this before, but just saying, this is what it looks like here. But again, pretty good. Nothing too crazy. So nothing to really go over. However, I do think this is probably the best face out of all of them, or the best head sculpt, I should say. And the lips and everything like that look fine, nothing too crazy, and I think it is really good, and I do like this a lot. So taking that off, putting this one back on, you can see he does have the disc hinge, so that is nice to see. And looking at the other detailing parts of this figure, look really nice. There's just the scales, and then on the armor pads, they're a lot kind of pronounced there. And then you do see the A symbol on just one side of the shoulder there. So everything else looks pretty good. The red is like a dark red. It's not really anything bright, unlike this one, which of course is accurate, stuff like that. The texturing on this suit looks really, really nice. You can see the little pockets and patches and stuff like that. The belt is a little bit more annoying than the Sam Wilson one. You are going to have to put it a little bit lower, because sometimes this will happen, and I don't really like that. So I just put it down. And if it really annoys you, I guess you can like glue it or like sticky tack it together. So there's nothing really you can do there besides that. Putting this back, it's not as ugly as the other one. It's only when you get to the front it is a little bit weird here. So just to say, that does look a little bit odd, but it's nothing too crazy, nothing too major. And then going on to the boots, they are different from the other boots like this. Not the same, which I am surprised. So that is just something worth noting. And again, just there's nothing really to go over with the detail. It's just a pretty good Captain America figure, and I love this a lot. Starting with the head is something interesting to me because you can't really look this up that much. And I tried putting this like hair over the neck, and it just does not work. If you want to pop this off and then push this back to try and then place it on, it won't go all the way, which makes me think that you aren't really able to get it further than here. So this is how far he looks up, which isn't bad, but it just feels like he could be doing more. So him looking down is completely fine. I have no problem with that. You know, there's no tilt either with this head because it is, again, on the disc hinge here. But, of course, it can move like this. And then over here we have the arm moving all the way around. A loose, double-jointed elbow here, which isn't that great. I don't know what's with these Captain America figures. But moving the arm out, it can move this far wide here. So that is interesting. Upper bicep swivel, hand swivel, and then the hinge goes up and down. And then the other one, for the gun holding hand, we have a vertical hinge, so that's always interesting there. And then the ab crunch back, you can see this, how far he goes back, how far he goes forward, not bad. We have a waist twist here, the hips move out this far wide, which is really good. An upper thigh cut, he can kick his leg this far forward depending on how you put the belt, not much far back. And then he does have the double jointed knees, which work pretty well over here. Lower boot swivel over there, ankle moves this far down, and then moves this high up. And then we also do have ankle pivot here. One more thing before showing you how to put the shield on the Cap figure, just wanted to do this comparison here. You can see this is much more of a darker red. This is the Stan Lee figure shield there. And yeah, so just a nice comparison. You can see the blue is a lot brighter, the red is a little bit darker, the silver is pretty much the same. Stuff on the back looks pretty much the same. So this is just interesting, different colors and stuff like that. And yeah, so now showing you how to put it on. This I'm very worried about, man, these Captain America figures. So you want to make sure you do it on the lower arm here. So what you want to do is you just put this through there, and then this should be a lot easier because the shield is bigger and the straps are bigger. So you just kind of pop, and there you go. Measuring these two figures, they are pretty much the same in height. So they stand pretty much right at the 6 inch, or no, not the 6 inch, the 6.5 inch mark there. Another thing that's interesting here is the Captain America next to the Infinity Saga 2-pack Thanos. And here he is next to the Mark 85 and the Captain Carter figure, which I am very surprised he's standing. If you've seen my review on Captain Carter, you know how much I hate the feet that they used for her. Oh my god, it looks like he towers over Captain America. He looks so short. So that's very interesting and funny to me. And then having Black Panther stand. This is pretty much why I brought Black Panther in here, to stand next to the Steve Rogers Captain America, for being completely honest. And there you go. And just for fun, to see the difference between these two, here's the zombie Cap next to the regular Captain America. And here is the Stan Lee next to the both of these figures here, next to the Sam Wilson and next to the Steve Rogers. Alright, so final verdict on this 2-pack. It's not bad. You know, we did already get a re-release for the Endgame worthy Captain America, just with a little bit different stuff there. But then this is the first re-release for this figure without the flight gear, but you do get some upgraded paint apps, stuff like that, and a brighter blue for this figure, and I guess, again, better paint apps. So I can't really complain with this 2-pack. A lot of people are kind of angry that it exists. I personally, me buying it, I am pretty happy with it. If I did have the other figures, I wouldn't buy it. So if you do have the other figures, I don't think you should really buy it. If you only are missing out on one of them, then just buy that one, because they are available in places like Big Bad Toy Store and stuff like that. But if you don't have any of these figures, then definitely pick this up. So there's like multiple categories where you should and shouldn't buy this. I personally think it's a good 2-pack, and I am happy to pick it up considering the fact that I don't have any of these figures, and it is definitely worth the around $40 mark. So that will be the final verdict on this video, and on this 2-pack, I should say, and I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Not bad. I think it is pretty good. Anyway, that'll be it. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please give this video a like, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you know when I post more videos like this. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.